Jam on toast!
I just want to start out saying good finds on those. As far as your videos go, I'm starting to really like your exit line. It's really growing on me. Good job there. I do expect you to get better, and that's exactly why I mention anything. If I didn't care, I wouldn't have said anything. The whole point of this is to play off each other and get better. I'm really not the best example for vlogging. I kind of suck, to be perfectly honest. I would suggest go see people like the Vlogbrothers. Vlog Candy, Kristina Horner, Tessa Violet, Ray William Johnson, Dan Brown, Defranco. Those are all people that do well with this sort of thing. We are very much amateurs. I'm very much an amateur. I honestly like the editing side much better. But we have to be able to build and grow and make ourselves better. Thank you very much for acknowledging that. I love you, brother. In the thoughts of bettering ourselves, I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the pants area about the origin of the word soccer and how we got to football and whatnot. Maybe that'll help sort out some of the football versus soccer versus gridiron versus rugby versus everything else. As far as the judicial system goes, I am all for that person trying an appeal on the basis that that dog was there, because it'll probably fail. One of the wonderful things about our judicial system is that you have the right to try, as long as you're willing to pay for it. This was a criminal court case, so they didn't have much choice about going through the trial. I don't think it was so much that the dog was creating sympathy for the client on the basis that people like dogs. I think it was more the fact that the woman felt she needed additional protection and comfort by having the dog there. It makes her case more believable. In the very least, that she believes that he raped her. I didn't follow this court case. I don't know anything about it. That's just my 10-second glance. And you know my opinion on things like this. I think they should just kill him. We don't need to waste taxpayer money on supporting this guy from inside of prison. We don't need to waste thousands and thousands of dollars electrocuting him. Take a bullet that's worth less than $1, take him out back, pop him in the back of the head. That requires our judicial system be a little bit better, and we have a higher probability that guilty parties are guilty. Our current judicial system runs on the knowledge and basis of the common people, and a lot of the common people ain't so great. You've seen all the education discussions going on in Georgia, amongst anywhere else. A lot of people are pointing at the socialist reform that's going on, and London on fire, and pointing back at Europe, and London on fire, and especially London on fire. Oh, John, the little power bands, the amulet thing, whatever they are. I told you when I saw it, I told you as soon as I heard the guy saying it, they're complete and utter, let's say they're a falsity. As soon as he said negative ion, not only did I want to put my fist through the back of his head, I knew it was a lie, and he knows it's a lie. There's no such thing as a negative ion. An ion is a positively charged particle. So if you have an ion that is added to a negative charge, then it will become neutral. If it's a negatively charged particle, to be honest, I'm not even sure if you can do a negatively charged particle. That would mean it would have more electrons than it can hold. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's not the case. In Minecraft, I did manage to build my Tower of Babel. I am trying to give at least a sunroof to my rail system tunnel. But the next big project I want to do is I want to build a huge castle. Using Atlantis as a sort of inspiration, I want to try to do something in the Power of Twos again. But I want to go all the way to the top. Now, I did that on my little Tower of Babel, but it's teeny tiny. So I'm going to have to look and see how far up, how many stories it actually is, which will tell me how many stories I can actually make the castle. Which in turn will tell me how many powers of 2 it'll take to do the full dimensions. John, I haven't seen anything on your Dickerdoodle project, but I know you've been working on Atlantis pretty hard. So I'll give you credit there. Before I go, I do want to mention one last thing. Hart has a new doodle game. It has to do with fractals and squiggles and whatnot, and it's actually pretty interesting. It took me like 2 or 3 times watching it to understand it all, or understand what she was doing with it. But please, by all means, expand your mind. I'm going to call it there. Thanks for the jam, guys. We'll be your toast. I'm Cameron. Have a nice day.